Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Week 8 of WFO Xfinity Series. Nope, WFO Truck Series. Tonight, after a well-timed off week for Thanksgiving, I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, by the way. Field returns to the massive high-speed, three-wide playground of Michigan International Speedway for the Spartan 275. One of the fastest tracks on the schedule, place where drivers live in the draft, rely on momentum and speed most of the night, making decisions at nearly 200 miles an hour. Michigan is where bravery meets strategy, where tire wear battles horsepower, and where one bad push in traffic can turn a top 5 run into a top 20 disaster. So look forward to that tonight. So the championship right now, Watkins Glen kind of shuffled it a little bit. Adam Matz took over the championship lead with He currently leads with 277 points. He's got 7 top 10, 6 bonus points, and only 9 incidents all season. You got second place right now in 23 points back from him is Richard Holland. Has 2 wins, 4 top 5s. Keaton Tripp is in third with 30 points away from the lead. And Jerry Cochran is in 4th place with 33 points back from the lead. Behind him, you got John Wimbish, Tommy Haynes, Rick Fagone, Mike McCulley, LZ Daly, Burt Wilson, and TJ Lee sits at P11 right now, so he's kind of on the bubble. What to expect tonight? You got 120 laps. A lot of pack racing like Daytona, except for twice the cornering speed. So we're going to see 2 wide for most of the race, 3 wide, very possible, very likely, and 4 wide, more than likely, for sure at the end, if the trucks are still running, pending no cautions that have taken them out. So, with that all being said, welcome back to Week 8 at WFO Racing, and we'll be back after this.
Light the flame, we don't back down, we play this game. Wheel to wheel, it's skill and pride. We're racing clean with fire inside. WFO Racing League. Wide freaking open. WFO. Wide freaking open. Steal the show. Brotherhood on every lap. No cheap shots. No dirty taps. WFO. Legends racing, friendships grow. Full send all in, let it flow. This is WFO.
All right, welcome in everybody. I apologize, I was a little late today. They've already started their green lap racing. We are taking off 95 laps tonight. So they are already off. Let's run through the grid real quick as they started. So starting off in first place, you had Adam Matz, LZ Daly on the outside. Garrett Heldlinger starting third, Nick Hunt in fourth. Keith Tripp was starting fifth tonight, Ricky Fagone in sixth. Andrew Wagner started seventh, Jerry Cochran in eighth. John McMillan started ninth, Vern Bradley in 10th. Mike McCauley started 11th, Rylan Neese in 12th place. Jeff Martin started in 13th, Dakota Floyd starting in 14th. John Wimbish in 15th, Tommy Haynes started 16th. Brandon Schauer started in 17th place, Benjamin Lacey started in 18th. Steven Seagar started in 19th with Devin Haynes in 20th. Ivan Jones started 21st tonight with Burt Wilson is outside starting in 22nd. Mike Mitchell started 23rd. TJ Lee started 24th. And Gary Wright rounds out the track in 25th. So that was your starting grid. We currently have Keaton Tripp in the lead and Matt's right in behind him. Elsie Daly currently running third. But Garrett Helmingler is challenging him on the inside. Trying to make that move. We see trucks bouncing around and in and out. Will not be surprised to see 3 wide tonight, multiple times. Possibly multiple laps, who knows. And I wouldn't be surprised at the end to see 4 wide. So, pending any incidents, trucks going in and out, crashing, whatever, because everybody is bunched up, a crash up front will cause havoc for everybody behind. B&B asked for it. There it is. There's your top 10 currently right now. We got Keaton Tripp in the lead, Adam Matz in second, LZ Daly running third, Nick Hunt fourth, Andrew Wagner and Garrett Helminger battling fifth and sixth right now. Rick if going in seventh, Vern Bradley eighth, Mike McCulley ninth, and John McMillan Jr. is currently in 10th. Then moving on back, you got Jeff Martin in 11th, Jerry Cochran running 12th, Riley Neese 13th. Riley Neese is now in 14th. Dakota Floyd is 13th. John Wimbish is 15th. Brandon Showers 16th. Tommy Haynes 17th. Devin Haynes in 18th. Benjamin Lacey in 19th. Steve Seegers 20th. Gary Wright in 21st. Burt Wilson is in 22nd. Mike Mitchell 23rd. TJ Lee in 24th. And Ivan Jones in 25th. So that is where everybody stands right now. Welcome in, welcome in. As I say, I apologize for the late start on everything. Working our way back into the magic here. Apologize for not being here last night. I was not home. I was out of town. My flights got delayed, so I was unable to be here last night. So apologies for that. But we are back now, and we are ready for some racing. Adam Matt's getting to the outside by himself, kind of losing that draft. Keaton Tripp trying to hold off LZ Daly. LZ Daly moving up and working with Adam. Gonna try and move that outside line. Adam getting loose on that corner, kind of going out a little bit wide. Looks like Vern tagged the wall just a touch. So the wall has been officially Vern tested. Vern approved. Tripp in the lead, bouncing to the outside, bouncing to the inside, trying to hold people back. LZ Daly gonna jump to the inside this time. Fortunately, he's gonna be there by himself, so he's not gonna get much help. He's gonna start falling back this time. Now Adam Matz stuck to the outside by himself. Keaton Tripp out in front in the clean air, leading everybody, leading the pack. Trying to make that truck as wide as possible to keep everybody behind him. Tay coming in, running for driver number 53 already. What's going on, Tay? What's going on, B&B and Ivan in here from the race? I think Ivan might have had some connection issues or something, and he's trying to stay ahead of the pack so he doesn't end up lapped, and he's hoping for a caution because that'll get him back up with everybody. So if we move that there, we move this over here. Do a little song and dance. Put that over there. sometimes having some connection issues. Trying to stay low to stay out of people's way because he's blinking in and out, making it hard to figure out where he's at when he pops back in. So it's kind of sticking out of the way. Unfortunate for him. Start filing single file. That inside line isn't seeming to be too strong tonight. And it tends to be shuffling like a deck of cards right now. They're up and together and then back apart and in, about, and around and all that stuff. So Tay says 3 or 6 cautions, huh? Moving that list around here, we've got John McMillan moving up 7 spots currently. Like that's 6 because he just lost one to Andrew. Dakota Floyd up 10. Benjamin Lacey up 10. Those are our biggest movers going up. Biggest mover going down is LZ Daly right now. Down 16 spots. 18th place. We got 419 teammates running there, 1, 2, and 5. 1, 3, and 5 now. Keaton Tripp, Andrew Wagner, Rylan Neese, all teammates right up there in the top 5. Put up the top 5 right now. See Dakota and Ryland battling it out for 4th place right now. Keaton Tripp holding on to that front spot. John McMillan in 2nd. Andrew Wagner 3rd. Ryland Neese in 4th. Dakota Floyd rounding out your top 5. Dakota just taking that spot over from Ryland. Looks like John got squeezed in there a little bit, so he bounced out to the top side, and Andrew's going to come in and close that inside door. Making his way back around, working his way up front. He's going to challenge Keaton for the lead now. We have ourselves a new, ooh, they're going to touch a little bit there. It's going to make everybody nervous behind them. And that is going to put John officially on the lead lap, or on the lead of this lap now. See Keaton getting a little loose there. You see a lot of the trucks starting to get loose in these corners. See him tighten up and squeeze back together again. Keaton back in front. We're going to steal this man right here. What is going on, Mr. Sanu?
What's up, man? Glad you decided to show up finally.
It's Wednesday.
Or Wednesday. Well, okay. Good then.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to make it. I'm here at our home terminal in the shop. My monkey in the shop working. That's no good in this good weather, so I just found out it was working. So because I can't set this up in the bunkhouse I have here, so it's still cold. It is currently up to 45 degrees in the truck. It was 32 when we fired her up, so it's getting there. So I got the puppy dog wrapped in her comforter. Luckily, she's a shepherd, so she'll be all right for a little bit.
yeah.
Until it comes up. So, yeah. What was it? Somebody said something like you were traveling and you're back in time.
Yeah, I was in Buffalo, and trying to get back just didn't work. We had a snowstorm here in Wisconsin, you know, Midwest area on Saturday, and it messed up every single flight pretty much, and everybody was trying to catch back up, and the flights going to Buffalo were delayed everywhere, and the flights coming home were still delayed. So
are you from Wisconsin or Buffalo?
I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh, whereabouts?
I'm south of Madison.
Okay. I'm at our. We have a bunch of different terminals around the country, but my terminal, yeah, that's in Amherst. You know where that is?
Kind of.
Amherst is by like Stevens Point,
Oh, okay, yep.
Rapids area.
Yep.
Up there. I'm about an hour east of like Neenah and stuff like that. Or sorry, hour west. So yeah, that's currently where I'm sitting. I got to drive up Monday through that snowstorm in Indiana for a while to get up here. So, and I know it was pretty rough out east, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. I think Jacob, I had asked Jacob last night, just on the phone. I heard a race. He said something about it was a travel thing. So I was like, yeah, it makes sense. This time of year and all the things going on. But yeah, glad to have you back for this. Got home safe. That's good.
Yep. Yep. I got home at like 11:30 last night, so I was supposed to be home a lot earlier than that.
You're here
But
now, though, so that's
I was supposed to be out there a lot earlier too, and I was supposed to get out there at 9 p.m. and I didn't get out there till like 2 a.m. So
the time out there was about the same, just shifted back a little.
yeah.
But yeah, so I talked to Dakota real quick. I just jumped on with him to get a little intel. He said by his own, he was pretty much flat-footed all the way around. Now you got cars around, you got drafts, so the speeds are a lot higher now.
Yeah.
So, and him and Garrett had just reported before he pulled up that it was starting to get a little slick in the rear end, a little loose.
I was gonna say I've been noticing that they're starting to slide around a little bit. So
yeah, Dakota said about 40, 38. We were on lap 19. He said he had a 18.1 lap, so he's showing about 38 laps, approximately 37 on a run. So they got probably about 10 left.
yes.
So yeah, I've been running through a couple of guys. You can tell it's tire grip has gone away. They might be having to back up, actually roll a little bit off the throttle because you do get trapped here. Higher speeds.
And Keaton's got a battle on his hands with John McMillan right now. John taking the lead again from him. Got Dakota
Yeah,
right in there
Dakota
with
said,
him.
yeah, he said, I'm just going to sort of follow around and see what happens up here. See it. You know, unless it's a good gap, he's just going to pace himself there. So we'll be interested to see. I'm happy to see we're getting a full run. Typically, I don't know if you were aware, they mentioned driver's meeting. I caught it just as I was getting everything fired up. There is a faster pair on everybody that has a faster pair in the pocket. So, I'm curious to see if that doesn't increase a little bit somewhere. knowing you get a freebie.
Well, we got Dakota trying to squeeze in 3 wide here between these guys right now. Deciding not going to do it right now. Door kind of closed a little bit.
He might be starting to press a little bit too. You got Benjamin Lacey creeping up on his tail. Looking to see if maybe there might be room for a fourth in the stands. You got Adam right behind him. Actually, we have about the top 7 cars.
Yeah.
About 7 cars all sort of bunched up here.
That outside,
Sorry,
that outside line making that push and leaving Keaton all by himself, so he's going to lose some spots now.
Yeah, you got Garrett and Brandon back there, 8th and 9th. They got a little side by side, but as they're racing, also catching there in front. So you got John behind him. There's really not a big breakaway through the top 14 cars. I mean, there's a couple little gaps over here. You got the top 14 within like 2 seconds of the leader. That's at a big track like this. That's not a big gap necessarily.
No, it is not.
It's not the road course, that's for sure.
That it is not. That it is not. Looks like we got the 17 going into the pits right now.
Oh wow! I was looking at the back of the field. Oh, did Adam just? Oh, it looks like Dakota is swapped out for the front there. Well, we're a little farther back.
Yeah, him and John were battling it out there, and we just saw Benjamin tap the ball just a little bit there, and he's going to go to the inside and work his way around John also.
Apparently that wall gave him a little bit of boost.
He's going to squeeze his way into second place. Dakota now in the lead, starting to take a little run away from everybody.
Yeah, John cut inside a little bit, got a little bit of a run.
Keaton trying to keep up with everybody and say, I'm not giving this up yet. It's interesting to watch them as they go around the corner, how they all kind of spread out from each other and it gets wide, and then they come around in the straightaways and kind of close back up again.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody's got their own idea of what's a good, viable line, you know, and that's another thing too. So we're on the tail end of this run, of this field run, so everybody's tire wear, depending on what you ran from the beginning of this, is probably affecting now if you're running a little bit higher, a little bit lower. You got John Wimbish, Devin Haynes calling out for it to be coming in, so that might be affecting it too. Some of the guys might still have enough grip to get low, while you got a couple guys running high.
And you got,
but it is funny, yeah. Once they get to the straight, they're all right back all together.
You got Ivan Jones out in front of them right now, is lap traffic, or getting ready to be lap traffic. He's just trying to hold on to the lead lap.
I think he was in that little tangle up there earlier that didn't cause a caution. I think it was him and another truck, right? Were they part of that? Did you catch that?
I'm not sure. Nope.
Okay, yeah, there are two trucks
Benjamin
that got
just caught the
together.
ball. He's going to drop back some spots. So he dropped back to 6th place. He was running up there. See, Ivan trying to stay out of their way. I know he was asking earlier where they wanted him when they caught up to him.
I think Dakota just called out in the pit too, right? So I think we're going to see if he's coming in, that might draw a lot of people in too. And yeah, I'm sure you're hearing it as well. I'm hearing a lot of call outs for the pits.
Yep.
Now, this is going to be interesting. Ivan's sort of caught on the bottom there as these guys are going to try to come in. Yeah, he just came in with him. Oh!
We got to pile up in the pits.
Yeah, that was Dakota got fun. Yeah, John McMillan just came in. Oh, but he didn't get spun. He moved over and hit too much brake. He was self spin. I was on him. I think he saw him coming in hot. Turned right with so much brake he had on. I think that was enough to upset the car, and he got spun. Luckily, no real damage.
Looks like Adam got hit pretty good.
He caught a little bit of damage from Adam, but I don't know if that's.
Looks like Brandon ran into him.
I think that was Adam Matz trying to avoid him, and Dakota slid a little bit.
Yeah, but no, Adam got hit by Brandon.
Oh, I got you. I wasn't that far back.
Although it looks like that a quick repair helped Brandon on there. Oh, and we got a caution.
Oh. Well, that'll work out for Keaton, because Keaton tried to come in a little too hot and had to avoid hitting Adam, and it didn't make the pit, so he won't lose too badly on that. I didn't see what the caution was.
I'm not seeing what the caution is either. I don't even know what caused that. I don't see anything.
Ooh. Oh, and he had to remember. I said he had missed that. Let me see. But if he's still rolling, unless he was rolling super slow, let's take a look. Yeah, he was on the track though. Although. Yeah, that might have been. He got down to like 20 miles an hour and stuff like that. I think that was.
Looks like Ivan's gonna get his lap back. So that issue by Keaton is going to be giving John the benefactor of that. Going to get out there by himself in front. So as we start back up, we're going to have John McMillan in first. Rylan Neese is going to start second. John Wimbish in third. Andrew Wagner fourth. Benjamin Lacey fifth. LZ Daly sixth. Brandon Showers will be starting seventh. Nick Hunt will restart in eighth. Vern Bradley in ninth. And Garrett Helminger will round out your top 10 to start off.
And a side note, that pit road issue, Dakota, when he spun himself out, that pushed him back. Looks like he's going to be taking the green in 18th, pushing back to 18th. Not for here, not too bad. I mean, it's a drafting track. I think he started.
Looks like he's
there.
currently down 5 spots where he started. So
yeah, he started 14th and made his way up. So it's recoverable.
It's doable.
And looking at his nose looks clean. So I don't think he has any. Let's see, left, right, any damage from that very minor contact with Adam. So.
Well, we don't know if he used the quick repair or not either. It's
oh, that's true.
Looks like everybody's going to be back out there. Keaton trip is going to be
a quick repair. We don't normally run those here.
Yeah, we don't. It looks like, unfortunately, Keaton's going to be down a lap. Unless there's another caution. He's going to have a long ways to go to get back around to catch everybody.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Who was that, Brazy?
Keaton. Keaton's down a lap. He's in the pack with everybody, but he's down a lap. Yep.
Yeah, so
if there's a caution, he'll be able to get the wave around and be back up with everybody. But unfortunately for him, because of that incident and everything, it cost him a lap. John McMillan with a good jump. Going to get that lead and a little bit of breathing room to get away from everybody. But that won't last long because the pack will chase you down.
Yeah, there's not really a big breakaway you can get here with the draft here with the trucks like there is with the Xfinity car. It's all momentum, there's no lifting, so it's almost like a type racing format here.
You got teammates, Rylan and Andrew, pushing on the outside there, trying to get around John. Elsie Daly back up there. Saw him earlier on. He was up towards the front. I think he caught the wall and ended up falling back. So he's better now that he's out there and back up in the top 6. So as we move around in battle, we've got Elsie Daly now out front. Brandon Showers in second. Rylan Neese in third. Andrew Wagner fourth. John McMillan has dropped back to fifth. Nick Hunt is in sixth. Vern Bradley has moved his way up to seventh spot. John Wimbish in eighth. Steve Seeger's now in eighth. John in ninth. And Garrett Helminger now in the 10th. Mike McCauley on the outside looking in on 10th spot right now. Benjamin Lacey back here in 12th. Devin Haynes is going to be back here in 13th spot. Burt Wilson currently running in 14th. Rick Fagone is going to be 15th. Jeff Martin is going to be 16th. Dakota Floyd back here in 17th. He's climbed up 2 spots already. 2 spots. Tommy Haynes currently running in 18th. TJ Lee back here in 19th. Ivan Jones has been able to catch back up with the pack and run with them now. So he's not going to be trying to run in front of the pack. He's actually running with the pack now. Oh, I just saw a car go into the inside. I don't know who that was. 56 of John Wimbish.
And he was up towards the front, wasn't he?
No, he was kind of in the middle there, it looked like. It looks like it might have been. Let's see if I can do this. We'll rewind it back and just kind of take a little look, see what happened there.
Yeah, I show him in, well, top 10. I show him in 8th.
Looks like he was running in there on the outside, and looks like Garrett Helmlinger got into his back quarter and spun him out, and into the inside and into the wall he went.
Yeah, that's one of those. Yeah, it looks like they were both sort of heading towards that seam there. Yeah, got into him just a little bit. Got the corner. Nose doesn't look too bad. Back up in front. Might be able to come in if there's another caution.
Absolutely.
The only problem is now he's out of the group, so he's going to lose a little bit of the draft speed.
He might get some luck here. I saw somebody sideways. That's John.
I think I heard somebody apologize to Vern. Was Vern in it?
No, looks like Steve Seegers kind of came up into him and spun him. And then he tried to catch it, and then unfortunately Ricky had nowhere to go, and into the back end he went. So Ricky caught in the middle of the two people and was trying to hit the brakes and had nowhere to go but into him. So
Oh, I see. Yeah, Steve. It looks like Steve and John McMillan got. Got into it and started that whole thing.
That may work in Keaton's favor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Keaton was a lap down. And that's also going to help out John Wimbish as well. He might not, it shows him a lap down, but he'll be able to get some repairs and should be next up for the lucky dog. However, they've only had 8 laps. So, and then here's the next question. Do you come in and pit?
It looks like a lot of the guys came in, so. Only a couple of them stayed out and they're shifting around and everything, so.
Probably going to get new tires, some more fuel. This should run them to about 90 plus or minus by the time they get rolling, because they'll save a little on these caution laps here. So they're still about 5 short. However, if they do come in towards the end, it'll be a quicker splash and go. Maybe skip on tires, get in and out quick.
What's going on, Scotty? Scotty over there in the chat. Yeah, so it's showing that we are halfway through tonight's race. So they're gonna have to have one more pit stop in here. Couple of guys going in now this time around.
I think they might be trying to play long games, try to save 5 laps.
Not saying it's not doable, but Mike in that freaking Little Mermaid truck. I just. Looks like there's some different truck designs out there tonight.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
And it looks
so
like
what you got? It looks like what Keaton. Well, Keaton was a lap down, but it looks like Adam came in, Benjamin Lacey, TJ, Ricky, Tommy Haynes, Jerry Cochran. The ones that I could tell so far, it looks like they're just coming off pit road.
Yeah, looks like they're racing up on it now. So
yeah, so we'll be coming to green with
everybody
lap 51.
back. Well, John is still a lap down, unfortunately. Looks like.
Yeah, Keaton got his lap back, so John should be the only one left as a lap down, right? So.
Yep. You got teammates out front. LZ Daly, Nick Hunt, teammates 1 and 2 right now. Inside line's going to get a better start. You see Ryland try and figure out which lane he wants to be in to take the best shot at getting up there.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't want to mess around too long. You got Andrew right behind him looking for his spot. Michael's working his way up there. He'll be up there in a matter of seconds. He's up with the front group now. Got a little different cast of characters now, it looks like, right?
We do. You got Mike up there. You got Burns up there now. You got Nick Hunt, LZ Daly, Burt Wilson is up there joining them now.
Brandon. Dakota has worked up to 10th. He's worked up from where he had to restart. He's 7-8 spots.
Just saw him drop down to the inside. Looked like he was going to try and make a way around a couple people. He's going to fight his way in around Burt. Try and get up in. Oh, we got Burt spinning out.
Yeah, it looks like he got up a little bit, got close to Nick, and turned a little bit too far left and just lost grip. Lost control of it just a little bit, which isn't too hard to do because these cars are going side by side. Pretty wide, it does mess with the traction a little bit, you know, cold tires. It's unfortunate. It doesn't look like he's too badly damaged, so he's not out of it, I don't think. Let's see. His nose looks clean. Yeah, he should be all right. He'll be able to get right back in the fight. Now, here's a question. It's about a 40-lap run. It's going to be lap 55. 55, I think. I got to think everybody's going to hit pit road just to make sure they got fuel. This should get everybody damn close. By the way, as I'm looking at Burt Wilson's truck, have you happened to notice his livery for today?
I see that. I was just watching it during the incident.
Did you happen to see his bumper?
I have not seen his bumper.
Go to the chase view? Yeah.
Oof.
Little reference from, what was that movie? He was the state trooper that goes nuts. Jim Carrey, right?
Me, Myself, and Irene?
Yes. Remember, he's like, Vagisil, need a price on Vagisil. Somebody's breaking bread, and I think it's sourdough.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's a Vagisil sponsorship or Me, Myself, and Irene. I think it's just Vagisil, yeah, because it's on the. What's it say on the nose?
On the nose?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, same thing. Little extra cheese on the taco. Same thing.
Oh.
On the back. Be curious to see where Bert found that livery, unless he made it.
You never know with Bert.
Yeah, but other than that, the truck doesn't look too bad. I don't see anything major that would keep him from being able to get right back up in it. So, yeah, nose looks good. The rear end has a little bit of right side damage, but the spoiler itself doesn't look too bad. He should be fine.
Looks like there are a couple of them going in on the pits this time around.
Just a little
Top off.
Fuel. Yeah.
See if Bert gets his rear end fixed.
I got to think if that's all he's got, he very well might be saving it for later on.
He just got a little splash and dash.
Yeah, it's only going to get crazier and more aggressive later on because most of the people probably have faster pairs left, so I think that's a smart call. Hold on to that.
Yep.
Very well might need it later. But he came in, got topped off, so he should be good to the end.
Those guys are going to catch up. It looks like everybody is now back on the lead lap. So John was able to get his lap back.
Yeah, that's right. He would have gotten his lap back. So
Dakota and Vern are up there, 4th and 5th right now.
John, where you at, John?
Mike McCulley running 2nd right now. Don't tell him don't anybody tell him.
I'm questioning the level of shocked that you are. John Wimbish, by the way, back in the lap. Car looks fresh, whether he's a fast pair or not. He's back in. Mr. McCulley, you said he's
in second, leading the outside line with Vern behind him. That's a scary combo.
He got a little bit of a jump though. He pulled a little bit of gap away from Vern. Vern's probably going to tuck under. Yeah.
Yep. There he goes.
Now, did the guys in front? Did you happen to see? I was kind of busy in the back looking at Bert. Some of these guys with car damage. Do you know the guys in the front came in and topped off, or did they stay out?
Let's see. So Rylan did not come in, and actually, so Rylan's on 20 laps on his his truck right now, and the rest of the guys are about 1 through 12. They're on 7 laps, so they did not come in on that caution. You have to go back to Keaton. Is the first one of that group that went in on that caution. So different strategies going on there.
Some 3 wide action going on for 10th.
See how that goes. I'm currently running 3rd place. Got Jeff Martin pushing behind him. Cully going to drop down behind them and try and help out. Never mind. Cully's going to the top now. Well, he looks like he's getting a little loose. Brandon looks like he's loose. Looks like Brandon might have tagged that wall just ever so slightly. Vern trying to peek to the inside there around Dakota. Ooh, Dakota just squeezing that door closed right there.
Yeah, and that sort of chopping is a little bit of run to be able to clear Ryland on the outside. Looks like he'll have it clear now. He'll use Dakota to get up, probably past Andrews as well.
Looks like Dakota is in the lead. Vern's falling back just a little bit. Oof. Those are some tight
Jeff Martin
spaces.
and Andrew got yeah, got up close and personal.
I thought for sure somebody was going to spin out on that. We got 3 wide right now.
Andrew was able to get up around Dakota.
Yeah. Rylan, Jeff, and Mike McCulley running 3 wide. Looked like they were going to tag doors there for a second, too. It was interesting.
Yeah,
moment.
like I said, you're starting to see now that people know they've still got a faster pair, I think, in their pocket, and we're on the.
And there it goes.
I didn't see who was in that.
Mike McCulley was one of them that was involved. Brandon Showers got caught in that. Brandon doesn't have a quick repair anymore.
Oh, he had already used his?
Yep, he used his when he got that caught up in that incident in the pits.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I thought maybe it was McCulley and Brandon, but it's not. If you look a couple cars ahead, looks like Jeff Martin got a little loose, got in the wall, and Rylan had to check up, and I think that was actually what happened. It was Michael and Brandon so much. I think it was Jeff got in the wall, Martin and Rylan sort of had to check up on him, into him,
Yep.
and just start. And then you got everybody so close, and you've got the chain reaction.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot of carnage on that one.
Let's see, we want to do. What was I looking for? I want this one. The 187 tagged the wall, which slowed down Rylan, which crunched up everybody behind him.
Yeah, that was Jeff Martin in the 187. He just got a little loose, caught the wall, checked up, and when everybody's on top, everybody like that, and you're coming out of the corner, so you're full throttle. Yeah, that's not a good place to all of a sudden to start getting off the throttle, getting on the brakes. Like I said, it's almost sort of like the super speedway effect, you know. It's everybody's grouped up, and if something happens, it tends to involve more than 1 or 2 guys sometimes in this. And again, we're on the last end of the run. We're going to be good for sure now on fuel. So
as long as there's no more cautions, it should kind of pan out.
yeah. Unfortunately, with faster pairs and now you're 30 laps left, I think you're just going to see. I think we're going to see a couple more cautions here. You know what's the old saying? Cautions being cautions. I think you're going to see a couple more with the faster pairs. Guys are going to take a couple more chances here. I'm thinking.
So we've got a new man out front. Gary Wright.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about him too much.
Oh, I'm looking to see.
He's coming in.
Oh, well.
That should put Andrew back in. Right? Jeff Martin was actually. Oh no, I think there's a couple guys coming in the front there. I think Vern came in. Did Vern come in? He jumped off my screen really quick. I don't know.
I see. Let's see. 3892 are in. I see a couple. I see a group of guys in the back. It looks like you got 2. The 9.
Vern's in 11th. I thought he was farther up. We've got some pre-race work things going on here. Guys trying to settle some work situations. You know, I go to HR when you can handle it on the
exactly. So on this restart, we're gonna have Nick Hunt in front, Dakota Floyd on the outside, Garrett Helmlinger 3rd, Andrew Wagner in 4th. And Elsie Daly 5th, Jerry Cochran 6th, Benjamin Lacey 7th, John McMillan 8th, and John Wibish 10th. 9th. Tommy Haynes 10th.
Nick got a good jump.
You know, we talked about earlier, Dakota was towards the back. He's managed to work his way back up there, and now he's battling for the front.
Yeah.
Nick, unfortunately, he's got old tires, so
Nick does?
Nick does. He's not going to be up there very long.
Yeah, I think you're starting to see that a little bit right now.
It's causing some checkups, and see how that goes. Looks like he's sliding around a little bit on those tires.
Yeah, it seems a little squirrely if the tires are getting old, especially if you're trying to keep pace with guys on newer tires and press a little bit farther into the corner. You know, it's pretty hard to give up those spots when you know what I mean. Sometimes you're going to press a little bit harder to make you slide a little bit more because it's so easy just to say, I know the tires only hold this much. Let me just press a little bit more so I can stay with them a little bit longer, and then sometimes that can end up costing you a little bit. But it seems right now to be a little bit stabilized. He's got something right behind him, but if he can stay with the group, the draft should sort of help him hold his position as well with this. But everybody seems to be moving up towards the front here. You got Vern and Garrett. Yeah, you just
Elsie giving him a little love tap there.
That Elsie, yeah. You had Ryland Neese on the inside of him too. These trucks, these trucks do get a little bit squirrely throughout the run. So, and you can wait to see that all night, right? They've been a little bit not as controlled as the Xfinity cars. They're a little more floaty running around the track. Yeah, Nick's definitely starting to pay a price now for those tires. We're starting to see that a little bit more and more.
He's already dropped back to 8th. Eaton is now in the top 10. He's up to 8th place, 7th place.
Oh, I'm sure there were a lot of people upset he got his lap back. He's a good driver. That's one of those guys that don't mind seeing a lap down.
Oh, and there goes Vern.
Oh, almost got airborne.
There went Vern. I saw it happening out of the corner of the screen.
Yeah, I was a little further back. I didn't see who caught him, but I did see him go around. I'll go back here and look at him.
Look like him and Jerry. And got to the wall and just kind of bomb a little bit.
That almost looks like a little bit. They were getting pretty close. Jerry was trying to get up side of him to get a little bit of draft, and I think no, he did. He got into him a little bit. He was running a little tight. Yeah, that's one thing I've learned. You want to get in both cars because if you're in one, it sort of tends to skew to your side.
Yeah.
It's hard telling. I think they both kind of, one came up a little, one came down a little. I put that a little more towards racing thing.
Looks like they kind of both.
Yeah, they were both, they're both shifting around a little bit. I didn't see anything super egregious. I think Jerry came up a little bit to get some draft, and Vern came down a little bit to adjust his draft a little bit. Just, they both moved at the same time, one up to one down a little bit, and that was just enough. And it almost looked like there might have been a little bit of net code that initiated drawing him in a little bit more. It's hard to tell. It's really, really close on that one. I didn't see anything super obvious on either side.
No. Unfortunate for Vern, he was up there in 4th at the time, and he's going to be towards the back.
I didn't see. Did he take any damage on that? I didn't follow him all the way through.
He didn't catch the wall or nothing. He just caught the grass. So
okay.
He almost went up and over though.
Yeah, I saw that. That tail end started to come up. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, his he went sideways and it started to come up off the ground, and then it came back down. So he got.
Well, if he's got tires left, that's not a bad idea. I wouldn't be surprised if some people, especially middle to back, came in to get some fresh tires. If there are guys that hadn't gotten them for a while, so. Yeah, Vern's not up today. That's the thing with this race. There's still enough time. There's still 24 laps left to go. 23 when they go to green, something like that.
I'm showing 25, I think.
Oh, but by the time they go green, it should only be. There's still plenty of racing left. You've got what I think Gary, right, and Devin Haynes. They're both a lap down. You still have.
Gary just got his lap back, so. Because he got the lucky dog.
So you've got one car a lap down. You still have 24 cars on the lead lap, so that's plenty of people that are going to be fighting for positions.
Looks like starting about 13th place, so those are going to be the guys that just went in. Whether they got tires or not, I don't know, but those are going to be the guys that went in and at least topped off. I know there was it sounded like there was a lot of chatter on tire, who had them, who didn't.
Yeah, and a lot of times tires are one of those things. A lot of times, a lot of guys don't. If it was closer to the end of the race, a lot of guys don't necessarily like to share that information. They hold that a little cold, so they don't want to let people know if they're on fresh tires or if they're on old, how many they might have left.
Right.
For fear it might change up their strategy. Tires are a funny conversation sometimes in certain races.
All right, so starting this one back off, we're going to have Dakota Floyd again in front. Andrew Wagner, his outside. Keaton Tripp is back up there. But he is actually going to be 4th. So you got Jeff Martin is going to be 3rd. Keaton Tripp will be 4th. Garrett Hemlinger 5th. Rylan Neese 6th. Benjamin Lacey is back up there in 7th. Burt Wilson is back up there in 8th. John McMillan is going to be in 9th. Adam Mance in 10th. Pace cars dropping down, and we're going to get back to green flag racing.
Yeah, that's like I had mentioned with Burt. His truck looked clean, and there was plenty of time, so it's good to see he's made it back up towards the front. Dakota gets a good jump, which isn't necessarily always the best thing. Again, it's almost like a super speedway. Yeah, with a lot of drafting, it's usually won't get a jump
A lot
way,
of
you don't
drafting
want
and 3
anybody to get a good
teammates right
run.
behind him. So
Yeah. Yeah, he's a man on an island right now. So I'll be curious to see how much Keaton pushes him. Or sorry, not Keaton, Ryland. Oh yeah, he's just going to the bottom. So Dakota's just trying to figure out who he wants to get in front of to force him to push him.
and Keaton's probably
And you
looking
can
for a
see-
window of opportunity to try and get up and around. So
Yeah, and you can see those 3 on the high side, how much farther they pushed past or distanced themselves on Ryland, who
yeah,
coming into that corner was pretty even with him. Ryland is now dropped,
looks like
still dropping.
he's
to 7th.
back to 7th place now. So
Yeah. That cost him a bit, staying down on the bottom, and nobody really went down there with him. So that shows you how much draft does play a part here.
there goes Keaton to the inside. Teammate Andrew's
Yep.
going to go inside with him, start pushing, trying to push around Dakota.
Got Garrett back in the top 10, Jeff Martin, Benjamin Lacey's up here.
Dakota's out front, or not, sorry. Keaton's out front, trying to figure out which line he wants to stay in front of. There's 3 of them behind him now.
Let me get back to the front. By the way, Vern's already back up to right around the 12th spot, so he's being able to make some improvements, get back up into this.
They're going to continue to run 3 wide. The whole group of people right there. You got Keaton out front and a group just trying to
Yeah.
chase him down. Dakota trying to use Keaton's teammate to try and get up with him, get around him.
And there's a good example too about the air in the
Oh.
in the draft, right? Ryland, who we were just talking about, who
Oh.
dropped to 7th and 8th. Ooh. Ryland had just gotten back up to 4th spot, and we had just talked about, hey, he was dropping to 7th and 8th. That's how quickly the draft is changing things here. Now that guys are getting a little more aggressive, creating bigger draft opportunities here. I didn't see what happened. It sounded like Bert.
Sounded like
got
Bert
into
got
someone.
loose. Oh, right here.
It looks like they just keep on just too much. Again, and here's the thing too to remember: you're on a line going through the corner, you know, and he's sort of following that line around. Came up just a little bit. Garrett came down a little bit. Bert maybe got up a little bit tight, but since when you're in this corner, you can't just make necessarily quick turn adjustments to get out of it, you know. So it's a lot of these are just victims of these elements, right? So, and he had just gotten. Where was he at when that happened? He was.
Was that Bert?
Yeah. 'Cause
Um,
he was one we had talked about earlier too, right? That
yeah,
ended up in the back, but the car
he was in the
good.
back, was back up
that's-
front.
Yeah, that's how quickly, like you
Um,
said, this
Well, let's see.
ninth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, like 9th or 10th place he was sitting at.
9th or 10th when this happened. Yeah,
Yep.
so it's this race is taking on a different form than a lot of your other tracks. That positions are hard to come by. This is, I think actually we're seeing more passing here than the super speedway. There's seems to be more back and forth.
And they almost saved that too with just
Yeah.
that second bounce that they got on the I don't know who that was on the outside that got pinned, but when they caught that guy on the outside, that's when it really went sideways. But Steve Seegers is 16, looks like. So
And you can see see, we've commented on this already once already. These trucks are just floating all over. These trucks aren't super stable.
Right.
Here for this. I don't know. I don't remember them last time being this floaty, but they're not. They seem a little floaty. You know what I mean? They're moving around a little bit, which makes it also fun, right? And more short of when it causes a wreck. But it's, how many times have you been watching during this race where in your head you're like, oh, there it is. Oh no, they saved it. They're all right. They didn't get it. You know what I mean? You're getting ready to start calling it out. And it's.
We can another group of people out front again. We're going to start this one with LZ Daly out front. Jeff Martin in second. Vern is going to be in third now.
Yeah, it's just crazy how, right? It's almost like a volleyball game. It's like rotate. All right, next three
team.
up by the net. You know what I mean? You rotate to the back. And
So we've got 16 laps to go. So Tay, if we have no more cautions, you will be correct, because we are currently at 6.
is that where we're at, 6 o'clock?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a feeling though there might be a couple more. It's like I said, it's only going to get more and more intense. Most of these trucks have used fast repairs, or those that haven't had enough damage. It's slowing them down any. So you still have everybody but Brandon's on the lead lap.
Yeah, I think Brandon's calling it a night, so.
Yeah, he's 2 laps down. What? You know what? Unless maybe he's already used his fast repair and he's still got damage.
Yeah. Because he uses fast repair early on, and then that was the 3rd incident that he's been in, so.
Oh, yeah, so that's what he's probably called it.
He took a hard hit to the wall on that one, so.
Yeah, this is trending for at least for another one, if not 2 more, so. Which is very unusual for this league, you know what I mean? This is just the effect of, I think one is the fast repair. That gives you a little extra. Yeah,
we can push it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that hole this truck will fit in that hole.
Yeah.
Because if you're wrong, you get a redo. And like I said, as we've commented on this quite a few times already, these trucks are a little floaty anyhow, so that combination. By the way, Vern is back up in the front already. He's been able to turn that around. That's how quick these guys are changing. So, which makes for awesome for watching this, because you have no idea. I wouldn't want to try to guess who I think.
No, absolutely not. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
And the cautions are just changing everything. So. Right now you got LZ Daly in front, Vern Bradley in second, Jerry Cochran running third, Jeff Martin fourth, Rylan Neese in fifth, Tommy Haynes sixth, Steve Seegers in seventh. Keaton Tripp is moved up to eighth. Benjamin Lacey is, he just moved down to 10th. Benjamin's dropping. So Adam Matz is eighth, Steve Seegers is ninth, and Nick Hunt is 10th.
You guys dropping now.
See Rylan going, oh, we're going to do 4 wide here? Is that what we're going to do here? Almost. They're doing 3.
But Dakota's issues were he must be slow. He knows he's.
That's right. He's going to have a caution here in a second to deal with that.
Who's that?
I saw 187 going around, so.
That's Jeff Martin.
Not sure if he got tagged or if he just went loose.
He got a little loose. And Tommy was right behind him and didn't touch him. Jeff just got a little loose in the corner. So, and again, this is these guys are pushing these tires pretty hard. They've got quite a few laps on them, and they're not holding back. All right, Jeff's disconnected. Jeff Martin, apparently his truck had enough damage, he's calling it.
And Tommy running around in the Christmas tree cakes Little Debbie truck tonight.
Tommy Haynes?
Yep.
I hadn't had a chance to look at his
Yeah, it's been so busy I haven't been able to go through a lot of the trucks tonight.
Now I'm showing him as pretty much an all-white truck. Is that what you see?
No.
Because my trading paints needs to be updated.
There we go.
Let's see.
Let me,
I'm running a refresh on my trading paints. It might be me. It's just not showing up on mine for some reason.
So we got 10 laps to go. Yeah. Sharing it in the Discord if you wanted to look at it, take a little peek at it.
Well, that will go. Oh, I like it. See, now, as a person who has had a lifetime of enjoying snacks, my first hit on that with that design was zebra cake, but different color. You know what a zebra cake is? That's right what came to mind.
Yep.
Zebra cakes are my kryptonite out here on the road. Now we're getting ready to go back to green here, right?
Yes. Yep, pace car will drop off and they will get started. Green, green, green. This is going to be a nice jump out in front of everybody again, but we know that that doesn't always work, and he's got teammates behind him. So,
Yeah, that unfortunately will be short-lived.
we got some bobbling and bouncing going on towards the back. There's guy John Wimbish in the wall.
Well, I had to turn off your stream. I was getting weird.
Oh,
I'm like, why does it sound so different now? I'm like, oh yeah. I had a match. We haven't seen him for a while. He's working back up inside top 5.
that's not it. Saw him go into the wall. I just don't know where. There it is, right there.
Tight racing up front.
Looks like they were 3 wide, and he just got caught by a TJ and into the wall there for John.
Oh, Elsie.
That didn't even look like he touched him. Just
Yeah, he got a little bit into his left quarter, just a little bit. But again, it's on the when you're on the corner there. It just unloads so quickly. It wasn't much. It was just a little touch.
huh.
Again, that's the thing these guys are trying to run. You know, really close to get the draft, but they're so floaty. It just sometimes it gets a little bit away from you. Good save though. Didn't bring out a caution. LZ and Bird, Andrew Wagner, and Garrett all in a little group trying to push up to the top 3.
We got 5 laps to go.
Now you got Ivan. Ivan has made his way back up. He was almost a lap down, right? Or he was a lap down.
He was a lap down in the beginning.
He's back in 8th. Oh, and a caution.
Oh, we got a caution. Must be towards the back. Oh, it looks like I see Burt stalled on the track, so
I just heard Ricky call it. Let's see.
ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be it for Burt on that one.
Yeah, it looks like Gary got in the wall, came off a little bit, kind of forced Burt. Check up a little bit, get it right. Yeah, that's not on Burt, that was Gary.
Burt hit that wall hard. That's gonna put him out for the rest of the race.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Unless he has his fast repair.
I don't think he had any real damage anywhere in the previous incidences he was in. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna need a fast repair on that one. I think he towed. Yeah, it killed him pretty good. Now it depends on how long the tow assigns him.
Yeah, looks like he disconnected.
Oh, he did. Oh, that's unfortunate.
So
Apparently the Vagisil wasn't enough to slip him through that one. But yeah, he had gotten in a couple wrecks and was able to fight his way back up. It's unfortunate to see him go down like that.
he did, Brandon. So Brandon says in the chat, Burt went out with a purpose. He stayed in it. So on this restart, we're going to have Keaton Tripp in first, Jerry Cochran third, Jerry Cochran second, Adam Matson third, Garrett Helminger fourth, Andrew Wagner in fifth, LZ Daly sixth, Vernon Bradley in seventh, Ivan Jones in eighth, Dakota Floyd back up there in ninth, Tommy Haynes is going to round out your top 10. So
Still not comfortable guessing.
we got 3 laps to go now. So those of you that are in the chat, go ahead and vote for your driver of the day.
Take a guess at who do you think is going to win as well. Be curious to see. I think it's going to come from somewhere between 5th and 10th.
You think so?
Front.
You think somebody in the front's going to spin out and everybody's going to go by?
I think the front's going to be pressing super hard. I mean, everybody is, but I have a feeling. I know everybody's bounced around so much, except for like Keaton stayed in the front a lot. Like Adams up there now at Garrett's. You've got a lot of good guys at Wagner, LZ, Vern's in 7th. There's no reason he can't push up and get into that. Dakota says he's got damage, so I don't know. He's in 9th, so I don't know if he'll be any good. But you got a lot of guys that can charge up through the front. Like I said, you're going to see everybody pushing through there. It'll be interesting to see. Keaton and Jerry, are they in the same team? I don't think they are.
No.
So you don't really have any teammates anywhere to work each other. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yep, the closest you got is Andrew and Keaton separated by Adam. So
you got Andrew in 5th, Vern in 7th. I can see those two hooking up and pushing up there. Same with Adam Matz. He's always fast. Hell, you got Tommy in 10th. Very well.
Yep.
Ivan could come out of nowhere in 8th.
Correct.
That.
It's all gonna depend on who breaks where, and if they do spin out, who's gonna make it through.
Yeah.
We've seen that before, where they get to the end and cars are sideways crossing the finish line. So.
Yeah. All right, let's see if this is a final run.
Green, green, green. Here we go.
Was this the final green, white checkers or just the first one?
This is the first one.
Okay.
Keaton getting the jump. Adam and Jerry. I think Adam and Jerry are on the same team. I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Garrett up there? Garrett's up there now too. So.
Yeah, you got 3 wide.
Nope. There goes John into the wall. And it's gonna go white, and they're gonna keep going and see who's gonna make it all the way around. Yeah, Garrett pushing on the inside. Keaton's in the center, all by himself, kind of there. Adam's on the outside, making a push.
Elsie's gonna spread the middle there. Oh, if he can get through. Ooh. He's giving it a shot.
They're gonna make a push. I don't know who's gonna get second on that. There looked like there was 4 cars right there, 4 trucks right there with each other.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. It looks like the way it's counting for me.
Looks like
Garrett got second and LZ got third.
Yeah.
Yes, B&B, what's your question? because I did. And just for that, now it's gone. It's all gone. It's completely gone. There is your top 10. Mike McCulley coming in 10th place. Look at that.
Yeah.
Because rude.
LZ coming in third. I haven't seen it. Has he been on the podium this season?
I don't think he has. Let me see.
Good finish for Garrett as well. Garrett doesn't run all the way full time, but LZ, I don't know if LZ's been on the podium yet this year, so it's awesome for him. He's a good driver.
No, he's not. He's not been on the podium. He's got 4 top 10s, but he doesn't have any top 5s, so he's not been up here yet. So
Yeah.
all right, B&B, you can tell Vern. All right, so go here, here, here. Where is the camera I'm looking for? There's the camera I'm looking for. Well, it's not the view I want, though. All right, well, we'll go with that. We will go with that. Let's see if we can find him. LZ Daily. There he is. He's hiding.
In his team room, maybe?
Yeah, he is. Mr. LZ Daily, do you got a copy?
I got a copy.
Well, sir, multiple races, multiple top 10s, your first top 3. And you got third tonight. So why don't you take us through the race?
Pedal to the metal and hope you don't hit nobody.
Words to live by. How did the truck? Did you were tires a factor at all throughout the tire run at all, LZ? Did they seem to go away at the end, or?
Yeah, when you got new tires, they seem to last about 10 or 15 laps, like wide open. But if you took care of them, they could last you about 20, 25 laps or so. And then it got kind of squirrely after that if you're in the draft. But if you weren't in the draft, it seemed to handle okay. I lost it one time, and I was able to catch back up to the group.
Yeah, the truck looked like it was getting a little floaty there into the runs.
Yeah, there at the end, I was just holding it to the middle and hope I didn't hit nobody there at the end. And I was able to split between a couple of cars and pulled out a top 3 somehow.
Well, it was a heck of a battle. I mean, we saw it there at the end. We were trying to see who actually was in that spot between second and like fifth, because you guys were like side by side, 4 wide, it looked like. So, you happen to be the one close enough to get the third spot. So congratulations on that.
Well, I knew Keaton took new tires on that one of those last few pit stops, and I was on older set. I knew I wasn't going to catch him, but there was a couple more in there that I was just hoping and praying.
Yeah, that was a good run, man. I was just asking because I don't remember you being in the podium yet this year, and you're a good driver. So I was happy to see you get up there, man. You're a good talent, so it was cool to see you get a podium.
Yeah, we got a strong field. It's hard to get up here.
That's for sure.
That's for a lot of good drivers.
Well, is there anybody you'd like to thank for your P3 tonight?
Well, my team had a lot to do with my finishing position with our pit strategies and stuff. So I'd like to thank Nick, Tommy, Devin, John, Wimbish. I'd like to thank God, and I'd like to thank everybody that has anything to do with putting this on.
Well,
There's a lot of people that do this, so I can't get all their names in here. I don't know them all.
Well, congrats on the finish, man. That was a good run. It's glad to see you hit the podium, man. You earned it. You deserve it.
Well, I appreciate it.
congratulations, Elsie. You have yourself a
Thank
good night.
I'm going to try to do the same.
All right. All right, moving on up. This man right here, Garrett Helminger. You got a copy.
We need to,
What's going on?
we need to pump his carb and check his carburetor, I think.
Yeah.
Need to pump his motor.
Well,
Good
sir.
run, man. Good finish.
Yeah.
I would have taken any of the motor pumping possible on the last lap.
Yeah, we were talking about how through this whole race with this draft, I think you were seeing more passing possibilities here than any of the super speedways. You could get pushed to the back, and within 5-10 laps, you're backed up towards the front.
Yeah, that was definitely the case. The only difference was once you got towards the front, it was kind of like it felt like Atlanta, like eerily similar to Atlanta, but totally different at the same time. Where you could get to the front, you just couldn't do anything once you were there. Like on that last lap, and in all honesty, I tried to shove Keaton as far as humanly possible into the turn, and it just made no difference. I pushed him deep. I held it wide. I didn't let off the gas once the last lap, and I still finished a few car lengths behind him. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun navigating the draft all night. But once you got up there, you couldn't really do anything with it.
That's weird. It just felt like the truck was just like nosing over in the front.
Yeah. Dakota was telling me. I mean, I didn't get to experience it all night, but he was telling me just how key and how good the clean air felt up front, and evidently it paid off there at the end for Keaton.
Yeah, it was an interesting finish. We were tied before. I was like, I don't even want to guess with 3 laps to go who's got a shot at this, because it could be anybody's game back to 10th or 12th even. With 3 laps to go, you never know here. A couple guys get squirrely and lose that momentum. So, but yeah, that was a good finish. Way to pull out a second place. That's not a win, but
Yeah,
still
hey,
a pretty
shit,
good
I'll
finish.
take it. Two
Yeah.
nights in a row, 2 top 5s. I feel like I finally got it back after taking a long time off, so it's a good feeling.
Yeah, it was a good run, man.
These guys are fucking tough too. Makes you really try.
This league has definitely grown over the years, and you've been around this league for a while.
I've been around
The
since
talent,
day 0.
yeah, the talent level here is just phenomenal where it's at right now. It's really awesome to have. You know, you're always going to have leagues that have some good guys, but the depth of the talent in this league right now is pretty awesome. It's unfortunate I miss being able to run in this league right now because everybody's so good. It's really awesome, and everybody usually runs clean. This is an oddity. What do we end up with? Like 8 cautions, 9 cautions?
Yeah,
8.
yeah, we did.
Yep.
That's 8. You know, that's rare for this league. You know,
And I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to blame fast repairs, but I think some people kind of pushed it just a little bit more to the edge than you typically would see on these nights. But I think still with because really this thing started to become a handful as the run went on. So I don't know how we didn't have more big ones, because about halfway through the long runs that we had, and we're all bottled up together, and half the cars are sideways coming out of 2 and 4. It was kind of nuts to be a part of.
oh, I'll absolutely blame the fast repairs. I called that out first thing. It's like you're going to see a lot more because guys know they have one and they got a freebie in the pocket. You're probably going to see more aggression. And with the truck getting floaty throughout the run, we saw that a lot floating around. Guys trying to run tight for the draft. It was just a formula for a lot of caution. So I absolutely think, well, we're in agreement that the fast repair probably caused probably easily at least half of these cautions, if not more, just because guys knew they had one to spare in case they pushed a little too hard. And
Shit,
screwed up.
I'm glad we had it, or else I would have been sitting on pit road done for the night 20 laps ago. So hey, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but it is. I'm a big believer in the fast repairs versus non-fast repair races. I think it forces you to be a little bit more patient and reserved in
agree.
how you run the race.
I agree.
Still a good
Years
race
ago,
to
I would have
watch,
said I would
though.
have told you differently, but now, especially with this group of guys, we have a group of guys that can do it. They can race around each other and put on amazing races and not have to worry about people driving like with their head up their ass. So it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to watch though, because regardless, there were a lot of cautions, but it was really cool racing because, like I said, there was such a give and take, and guys swapping spots so often. I can't tell you how many times we saw people go to the back, and next thing you know, they're back up top 10, top 5. They're fighting to get in the top 5. It was a fun race to watch, for sure.
It
And
was
the way it was,
definitely a fun race to be a part of.
yeah, I bet,
Prior to
man, it
finishing
looked like a lot
behind
of fun.
Keaton.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's pretty upset. What lap did he get that? Because he was down a lap for a while, and that's I had said, I was like, man, a lot of people are gonna be upset that he's getting his lap back now because he's
It
gonna be a
was
fast.
early. It was on the first pit stop. I think he ran out of 4 and he lost a lap that way, but it didn't take him long.
I think
I
that
feel like
was it was like 8 laps later they had a caution. I think that's where you got it back. So
yeah.
Yeah, he was coming in a little too hot into the pits because we were watching it, and he had to brake right and go back on the track, and he ran out that lap. So that's what cost him. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of people, when that caution came out, saw he was getting the wave around, were like, oh, damn it. That's what we're going to have to watch. But overall, good race, good run. Like I said, congrats on the finish, man. That's a good finish. Like you said, too. Two good finishes here. So that's good with this crew.
Let's
That's
go get Pocono.
Yeah, that'll be a fun race. I'm looking forward to that for sure. That'll be cool.
was there anybody like to thank for your P2 tonight?
My right foot, and everybody involved with tonight.
All right, short and sweet and simple. Like it.
Yep.
Congratulations on your P2 tonight, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week, guys. Have a good one.
Congrats on good run.
All right. That leaves us with the man of the hour.
Not this guy again.
This guy again.
How's it going, guys?
How's it going, Keaton?
Good. How are
Well,
you guys doing?
We're doing all right. 8 races, 4 of them you finished in first place.
Yeah, it's been a very good year for me in trucks. Feel like just got to catch up to Adam there in the points. He's been more consistent than me, but yeah, I've had a lot of success this year in the trucks. So see if we can keep it going. We had a good race last night in the Xfinity race there. I was leading a lot of laps and I was in the lead, and the caution came out with 5 to go, and it just turned into a crazy green white checkered restart race. So finished 4th though last night, so I took that. I'll take that though. So good finish last night, and then we got the win tonight. So it's a good week.
Well, early on in the race, you had that issue with the pits where you weren't able to get in, and then you ran out coming around. You ended up going a lap down. Were you figuring you were done at that point, or were you thinking that you still had the potential to get back into it?
Yeah, that was I can't believe I won this race, honestly. Oh man, when that happened, I thought I was done for it. I was trying to make it to the pit road there, and I was off the racing surface, and I was still rolling, and it called the caution out on me. I was probably rolling at like 20 mile an hour, and it still threw the caution. I didn't know it would do that, so apologies to everyone there on that green flag run we had going. So I didn't want to do that. What's that?
I think it's set somewhere around probably 20, 30 miles an hour. It throws it, I'm guessing.
Really?
I was watching you, and you got down to, I think, 22, but then you blinked right away. So I'm thinking it might be more around 25 or 30, maybe, when it hit.
Yeah, I thought it only came out if you completely stopped. So I was gonna keep it coasting until it was about to stop, and I was gonna try to veer it off into the grass and just blink out and call it a night. But yeah, honestly, that caution definitely kept me alive because I just towed the car and only went a lap down. So
Yeah, it
and
could
then
have been worse, though. I mean, you had to avoid because you were coming in really hot to the pits. It would have been a lot worse if you just slammed into some people. So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, I
it's
didn't
the
want to
better
wreck
of the
everyone.
two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once that happened, because Yeah, we caught up to Ivan there, and it was just awkward because we were all flying around him and trying to pit at the same time, and I just dipped out. I didn't want to wreck anyone because it would have been a hell of a maneuver if I could have pulled it off. If I could have gotten in there, but
No, you were
yeah, I
a
just
competitor tonight. That's I was saying before. I was like, a lot of people were upset to see that caution come out and you get the waiver on. Because
yeah, yeah, I felt bad about that winning this race, and I kind of had a little caution thrown for myself there earlier to keep
no,
me
I wouldn't
alive.
feel bad. That's you can't blame the one for the other. That's I wouldn't feel bad about that. You earned this win. You fought back and you got it. You know, we've all there's not a driver in this league that hasn't brought out a caution. So I want to
Yeah,
get down on
yeah,
you for
just
that. It happens, you know. And again, what was the alternative? Running in the back of a bunch of cars. So it
yeah,
wasn't. You know, it's not like you just for no reason stopped on the track. You did the best you could with what you had at that point. So I wouldn't sweat that. Don't feel bad about it. You're in this win. Don't let that take away from the win.
yeah. It was definitely a crazy night though, for sure, with these trucks. The draft was just crazy. It was like a restrictor plate. Yeah,
I think there was more passing here than the super speedways.
oh
Quite
yeah,
honest, it looked like it was easier to pass. It had to have been fun to drive, the back
it
and
was
forth.
it was definitely fun. It was you had to be on it at all times. I mean, we would be three wide every once in a while, just all over the place. Everyone was everywhere, and it brought out a lot of cautions though. That was the only problem, but it was
I
still
think
fun.
that's the faster pair factor. I think everybody knows they got
Yeah,
a freebie.
yeah,
But
that
there was a
definitely.
point there, I believe it was you that Brazy had seen that you had somebody got in the left rear of you and you had gotten really loose on the high side. I think that was you, right? At one point, somebody got in you a little bit. You got loose.
Uh, I don't know. Was it in a
Was
turn or a
I
straightaway?
don't remember. Do you remember that Brazy?
I
Got in somebody in
don't.
the front. Maybe it wasn't
Oh,
Keaton.
I don't.
You were in a
I think
corner
it
of
was.
tribal or something. I think you were, but somebody got in. You got loose and you dropped like 6 or 7 spots.
Yeah, a lot happened tonight. I think it
Yeah,
was John.
That's true.
John.
That's true.
John. I think John got into me off
yeah.
of two.
Because Brazy's like, oh,
Yeah.
Keaton's loose.
I
He's dropping back now, and in like another lap or two, here you come up for like fighting for fourth. So
yeah.
it had to have been fun. It was fun to watch. It had to have been fun to drive with that back and forth and give and take. You know, it's
Yeah, there was a lot going on tonight, that's for sure. I like forget half of the shit that went on for me to even get back to the lead. It was fucking crazy, man. I don't think I've ever had a race like that before. It was a hell of a night.
Well, sir, I mean, congratulations on your P1. Great race. You went from the front to the back to a lap down to the front to all around.
Back
I mean,
to the middle.
to the middle.
I
Yeah.
would be curious to see if they have a stat for just not one particular driver, but for the race, how many cars were passed?
I looked at the end of the race results, and I looked at like laps led, like who led laps, and I there had to have been like 10
Everybody?
drivers that led a lap tonight. Like, it was definitely crazy. I'm gonna go look at it right now. I'm gonna see how many lead changes there were.
Yeah, and I can't imagine just cars passed. Like I said, we saw so many times people would be up back, you know, and every restart, you know, Brazy was like, "All right, we got a fresh set of 5 cars up in the front for this push.
Yeah.
Now we have this, this, and this." And this was like, okay, now this time we have. So yeah, it had to have
Yeah.
been fun. Probably a little frustrating too for some of the other drivers that ended up on the bad side of it, but honestly, it looked like pretty much anybody had a chance at this one,
Oh yeah, it
which
was
makes it to me the racing so much better.
yeah, it was a lot of fun when everyone had a shot at it, and everyone was everywhere all over the place tonight, and you'd see new names everywhere. You'd
Oh
see new
yeah.
names up in the top 5. Like, I remember me and Adam Matz were back there in the 20s when we were trying to fight back to the front, and I think he finished 4th or 5th, somewhere around
Yeah, he
there.
was fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't. Go ahead.
oops, sorry. I just
No, go ahead.
looked, and it says 25 lead changes tonight.
And that's just the front. That was going on throughout the whole race. I'm
Yeah.
sure every car had to have filled every position spot at least once. I
Yeah, it
got to
was
think
nuts.
everybody had to have been P whatever at least one point in the race, damn near.
I wish the race was like that in real life at Michigan. That'd be a lot more exciting.
Yeah.
Normally, Michigan sucks sometimes.
I like Michigan. That's
I
my
do
track
too.
I go to. That's not my home track, but that's the one I go to all the time.
Same. Yeah,
Chicagoland
same.
was Chicagoland's going to be my home track again now that they're going to reopen. So that's
Yeah, I'm
only
excited for that.
that's only an
I
hour
like
from my house.
Chicagoland.
But I do like Michigan. It is a pretty cool track. But it's such a
Yeah,
big track, but it's pretty
yeah.
cool. But
I feel like it's always hit or miss on the racing product though when you go there. It's either like a
no, it
snooze
is.
fest
I'll
or
agree to
it's
that
actually a
for
good
sure.
race.
Yeah,
But
I'll agree that.
but I still love it, dear to my heart. That place I've been there going there forever. So
Yeah, I've been there probably about 20 some odd times now. Yeah, we go almost
yeah,
every year. So we used to go before they made it one race. We haven't gone as much since they've made it once a year, but we used to always do the fall race
yeah,
in August.
yeah.
But
That's what
yeah,
we always did too.
this is a fun one to help out with Brazy on the broadcast, man. It was you had to work on this one because guys were moving all over the place.
Y-
If somebody's in a spot, wow, that doesn't mean they're going to be the next lap. So it made it
Yeah,
fun.
we didn't really get a chance to go through like the lineup that
field.
much because it was always changing. So
Yeah,
and we didn't have to go through the lineup because it was always changing. So
I definitely felt like a sitting duck there though on that green white checkered. I was like trying not to get a big enough lead on the start, so where that they would get a big run on me on the straight. Because I was scared of that the whole time there. Because man, I remember.
Well, and that was one thing that was cool too, though. Too, it finished clean.
Yeah,
That it could have finished a lot differently. So it was again, but that's another testament to the quality drivers here in this league. That when it comes down the end, though, it was a good, clean finish. Nobody hooked anybody. Nobody did anybody
yeah.
dirty. So it's a good finish.
hmm
well, Keaton, is there anybody you'd like to thank for P1 tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys putting on the broadcast tonight. Yeah, everyone who's a part of putting these races together and paying for us to race for free and have fun. It's always fun to watch your guys' broadcasts. And, thank Andrew, Rylan, and Austin, mom and dad watching at home, and that's pretty much it.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on your 4th win of the season, and I guess we'll see when the points get placed where you end up as far as between you and Adam, and see if Mr. Consistency manages to hold you off or if you start gaining some spots on him. So
Yeah, what was I behind him? Like 30 points or was it 23?
yeah, you were. Let's see,
Somewhere around-
you were 30 behind him.
Gotcha. So I only gained 3 on him tonight. He still finished 4th. I think it's gonna be impossible to get him unless he wrecks at Daytona or Talladega and finishes last, and I somehow
Yeah,
finish
you still got some
top
tracks
12.
that could cause some issues for him. So it's
Yeah.
not locked yet.
I think he's got Xfinity locked though. I think he's got like a 60-some point lead. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was
I don't
just
think
pulling up the
anyone's touching
points
that.
just see where at. Yeah, he's up above you. Oh yeah, I think he could just not race the rest of the season. I think he still might have you. You are 66 points behind him.
I
So no,
think
he's still got to show up. He's still got to show up to get into the playoffs.
yeah, like what do we have? 2 races left till the playoffs?
Pocono and Talladega.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so
yeah,
Adam's got the Xfinity locked up the regular season. I don't
well,
think
he
there's
still has to show up. He's got to show
yeah.
up.
Yeah, that is
But
true.
yeah, trucks definitely are a little tighter here. Let me see. Oh, race is already out for Michigan, so you are 27 behind him.
Hell yeah.
You are in second place. You're up to second at 22 points. 27 points behind him.
See if we can get him.
Yeah, Richard dropped down to 5th. He
Yeah,
dropped
where
3
was
spots.
does anyone know where Richard
I'm not
was
sure where he
tonight?
was tonight.
Not sure. He wasn't here last night either.
Yeah. I
Huh.
was wondering. Must have something going on.
No.
But yeah, so you gained you're down 27. You're up to second now, so it's and 4 wins. 4 wins on the season. That's good.
Yeah, it's
Might
always
be irritating that the guy in front of you has 0 wins, but
hey, that's name of the game,
that
consistency.
that's the testament, right? Is the consistency of where Adam's been running and finishing. So
Yep.
But then it all just resets in 2 weeks. So
yeah,
that's when I gotta start being consistent.
yeah. So you still have a shot at it. But yeah, congrats on the win tonight, though, man. You earned it. It's like I said, it was a lot of back and forth. You know, another 10 laps length race, it would have been 5 other top 5 finishers probably.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so. But congrats on the win, man. You earned it. Don't feel bad because of the caution. This is your win.
Yep. Thank you.
All righty, Keaton. Well, we will congratulations on your P1 tonight, and we will see you next week.
Yep. See you next week, guys.
Yep, later, man.
Yep. See you.
All right, we got one more because we got driver of the day going to this man who is muted at the moment, but Ivan, Mr. Ivan Jones.
Yes, sir.
How's it going, buddy?
Going pretty good. How about y'all?
So you got driver of the day.
Good finish. 7th place finish too, by the way. Not bad considering, you know, for a while there you were everybody was
You
front to
started
back. But
well. You started at the beginning and lap down, so to come back in, be 7th place, up 14 spots from your starting spot.
yeah.
Yeah, that was tough too.
Yeah.
I missed the restart because I was making sure everything was good on the stream and stuff. And then I seen I was about to get lapped. I was waiting for the caution. I went to go down pit road, and that's when all that stuff happened with Keaton. And I want to thank Keaton for not hitting me and just going around. I'm so glad he did not hit me because that would have been it for everybody.
Yeah, he mentioned
I
something
was
about
trying
that
to
in his
get out of
interview.
I was trying to get out of everybody's way, but everybody was pitting at the same time. So at that point, I was like, I had to go to pit because I couldn't exit because everybody was on top of me pitting. And I was on the low side. I should have stayed high, but I thank Keaton, though. Thank you. Because that would have been bad.
Well, you had votes from Tay, from B&B, from the Big Dale Jr. fan, from Jimmy Coker. And
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, you had quite the showing for driver of the day today.
That's awesome. Thank y'all.
And I mean, you started like I say in the beginning, you were a lap down there because of the whatever. I think you had some. Well, you said you were trying to get your stream going, so you missed the start. And you know, you ended up going lap down, and then they had that incident at the pits, and that
it worked out.
It worked out for you, and you got back on the lead lap, and you ended up in 7th place. So I mean,
yeah, biggest mover too, right?
Yep, biggest mover, up 14 spots. So,
oh hell yeah.
Yeah, not that gets you any extra points, but good job.
No, I appreciate it. I worked hard tonight, you know. I missed Tuesday. I got sidetracked. And so I needed to come out. I mean, I ain't got a chance in the playoffs or nothing like that. So now it's just having fun. And tonight was super fun.
Well, is there anybody you'd like to thank for driver of the day besides the ones that voted for you?
No, I thank all them for voting for me. I thank y'all for putting on the show. And my teammate TJ are over at RGC Mortorsports. And for Michael and Fern that do all the behind the scenes stuff. No, it's a great league and I love it. I hate it. It's coming to an end though.
Yeah, and the next season will start up right behind it, not too much longer after it ends, so be right back into it again. And
speaking of that, are you coming next season to race, or are you still being up in the booth?
I think it's probably safer for me up in the booth.
Safer for you, or
it's safer for you guys with me up in the booth.
Yeah. All right. I thought I'd ask.
I think you ought to. I think you need to go down and run a couple races, though.
I think he does too.
I think it'll give you a better perspective, and it'll give you a better perspective when you are up here, you'll get a little bit a better idea of things, having that experience. And
Well, I
at
ran the
the end of
practice
day,
race last week with them.
and at the end of the day, it's fun, really. At the end of the
Well
day, but
said, John.
I miss it. And that's why. And the only reason I'm up here is because I can't be behind the wheel because I'm out on the road. So I'm
You're
sitting
just
in the
gonna
back of my
have to
semi-truck,
take out your
so.
passenger seat and make a rig set up there.
Jacob
Yeah.
Jacob had sent me pictures of somebody that built a rig in the back of their truck. I've seen other people that have taken out the passenger seat and actually hard mounted a full rig. But I already have a passenger. I've got my dog, so that's her seat. I can't take her seat away. There's no room for a dog and racing, so that's so I just have to get my fill on the weekend leagues now. But yeah, I think it would be awesome for you to go down and get into some races. I think that would be great. Just for anything, just for you, but also to give you a better perspective on things too. Get a little more understanding, and you've done it more. And like I said, you'll have fun. I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe avoid the road courses and stuff like that. We might have some struggles.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'm not good at those.
and there's plenty of people in this league that will help you to get you acclimated to running a mile and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
Some of these
Oh,
normal
yeah.
tracks. People would be more than happy to give you an idea how to come out here and have some fun and do might not run for the win, but be fairly competitive, and not be just in everybody's way. It's everybody here would be more than welcome to help you. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Hell, and ask most people, it's just turning left anyhow. How hard could it be? Right?
Dude,
It's just turning left, right?
man, that's difficult. These guys are fast and they're consistent.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying people who aren't.
No, I get it. I heard
You
that
know
all
what I
my
mean?
life.
It's just, it just turned left. How hard could it be? I was like, well, try it. Try it and then say
Yeah.
that.
Right?
It's just a
But-
video game. Turn left.
Yeah.
Man, it's good fun though.
But yeah, like I said, good comeback, good finish. Because at the one point we had seen you, and then it seemed like were you trying to come into the pit with everybody when they were lapping you, or did you just sort of get stuck down on the bottom and just sort of get?
I got
forced in?
stuck down.
That's what I
and
thought when I'm watching. I'm like, I don't think Ivan wants to be there right now. And
No,
I'm
I
like,
did
he
not.
can't. He's stuck now. They're all coming around him. I'm like, oh, he's coming in whether he likes it or not. I think.
Yeah,
So-
that's what happened. I was like coming around. And I seen everybody typing up at the top, pitting in. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, they're all on the outside of me. So I went all the way to the wall, and I thought that would be out of the way for everybody, but apparently not. But again, thank you for Keaton, man, because that could have been people are already wrecking in the pit. Y'all seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, and he felt bad. He was like, I really feel bad about winning this because I caused that caution. I'm like, dude, there's not a racer in here who hasn't caused a caution. Do not let that caution
Hell no.
ruin winning the race, man. That has absolutely nothing to do with the other. The one has nothing to do with the other. That's the best case. The worst case, he would have just kept coming in hot and taking out 6 cars. So that was the best case scenario, is staying out, and then unfortunately he ran out and gas and caused a caution. But that was the better of the two. So yeah, I told him don't let that take away from the win, man.
No.
You earned that win.
To go from almost running out of gas and then be up on the top podium, like, you can't hate on that, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
That's
and this
amazing
was
stuff.
anybody's race. That's what made it fun to broadcast. Is there was so much give and take on moving from front to back. Even Brazy had commented there was really no point to do it through the field because it would have been changed before you even got through halfway through the field. Because everybody
Yeah, it
there was
was
so
wild.
much passing. It had to have been a fun race. Had to have been fun to
It
be in there
was.
mixing it up.
It
So
was super fun. It was probably the best race so far, because you didn't know what was going on. There was so much movement.
yeah.
Before we're running for 30, 40 laps and you pretty much know how everybody's gonna pit. This one, you didn't have a clue.
Yeah, no, it was fun. Like I said, it was fun to broadcast. It had to have been fun to race. So that's awesome. And like I said, good recovery. You came back, pulled
Yeah,
a
thank you.
7th place finish out of it. So
Yeah.
did you
we
still have
just
your
needed
fast repair left, or did you have to use it?
Never used it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. Never used it, thank goodness.
Now,
Truck's
see-
looking
Now,
good
see,
though.
that's
Bird painted
interesting,
me
Ivan,
back.
because in all the prior races, when you could have used one and you didn't have
I
one,
needed it.
and now you have one. You didn't need it.
I know, man. I've gotten this year was rough for me getting beat on. I felt like the new kid on the block. You know what I mean? Everybody just had to get one in on me.
Yeah.
It is what it is, though.
You'll
Yep.
have
It's
seasons like that.
racing.
I had that a couple seasons ago where it just seemed no matter what I did, qualify, don't qualify, wherever I'm running, I end up in it.
Yeah.
I end up in it, and it's
Yeah.
20th or worse. You know, it's just, you know, it's just the way it rolls sometimes.
It
It's funny
is.
like that, where you just, no matter what you do, you're gonna get wrecked. You know, going in, okay, how
Right.
long am I gonna live before the? You know, I got to the point I'd be like, well, I hope I at least get wrecked early enough. I don't want to be in it with 10 to go and then I get killed.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Then be
Now,
limping
now I've
around.
just wasted 2 hours. So
I still
yeah,
have fun even though I get taken out. You know, it is what it is. It's part of the sport, you know, but it's fun. I enjoy
yeah.
these group of people too. The people here just they race you really hard, but it's clean. You know what I mean? You can't. It's
Oh
hard
yeah,
to find that.
it's amazing how this league has grown throughout the years, and it's just it's at another level these last couple seasons, man. All the talent is just through the roof. It's not just one or two guys anymore that you'd have to hope to get a
Mhm.
good enough or close enough to. You know, now it's half the field damn near has got a shot at it
Yeah.
or is going to be running solid.
Everybody's dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably more than half, but realistically, I think you got half that are probably going to be your top two or three all the time, you know, all the time. But everybody
Right.
throughout the field is good. There's not anybody in here where you guys like you got to watch out for him or you're going to see him in about 30 laps coming around on him because you're lapping him because he's slow. Everybody here has got at least a decent amount of speed, you know, that's in it. Especially at tracks like this. It was really cool. We were talking about before. It's really cool to see everybody at one point or another seem to be in the top 5 at one point or another. At least once.
That's
You know,
crazy.
it was anybody's
What do you
game.
say? 25 lead changes, I think he said.
And that's just lead changes. So how many position changes were going on throughout the race, you know? It's yeah,
Yeah.
great race.
Well, I mean, half the time when I was trying to call out the top 10, they were shifting around so much I couldn't even do that. So,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
crazy was like every restart race was like, okay, now this time in the top 5, we now have because it's someone different all the time. So yeah, good race, man. Good way
Yeah.
to stick with it and finish with a solid finish.
Appreciate it. And I hope to see y'all next Tuesday at Pocono. It's been a while since I've been there, so this should be entertaining.
we're looking
Yeah, I
forward
don't
to
think
it.
you'll see the lead changes that you had today, but
No.
it should be a good race. It'll be an interesting race. I'll be curious to see how it runs in the trucks. I don't remember ever running in the trucks. Xfinity will be interesting too. Tunnel will be fun.
But y'all, thank y'all, and y'all have a good night.
You too, Ivan.
Yep, you too, man. Good finish.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that is going to wrap it up here. Got any final thoughts?
No, good race. Like I said, this was a fun one to watch, you know, and broadcast because it was. You had no clue. Like I said, up to the very end, I still didn't even on the last restart. I still don't know who's going to win. I had an idea, you know. You had figured the top 5, but it could have come from the top 10. I think it was a fun. It had to have been fun to drive, like I said, for everybody. Was at one point or another in probably almost every spot, damn near. Good race, fun to watch. Granted, there were a lot of cautions, but I didn't see any cautions that were anything more than the truck was floaty or guys just run a little bit close. No, you
Yep.
know, nobody's turning anybody. It was just part of hard racing, you know.
Yep.
And so I thought it was, even though there were a lot of cautions, more than usual for this league. Overall, a good race all around.
Absolutely. I agree. So, with that being said, I think we're going to wrap things up here. So, on behalf of WFO Racing, Eighmey Construction, and John Sanu, I am Sir Brazen Bull. We hope you enjoyed your race tonight here in Michigan. We'll be here next week in Pocono for the Administrator 225. So we look forward to seeing you guys all next week. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And we'll see you next week on Tuesday for the Xfinity cars. Have a great night. Have a great week. And later on, everybody.
Peace.